What's up, friends? This is Manni, and welcome to the ultimate tank spider in War Robots, the Invader with the new ultimate T punishers that have a resistance breaking effect that you can use to kill Seraph balls or even Titans really easily. And you're gonna see how this freaking spider is gonna dominate War Robots in the next couple of minutes in this video. Here's the setup. We're running all three amplifiers. Kestrel, Trixie Hope for more healing speed or shorter cooldown. Although at some point you have so much health and such short cooling healings, you don't really need to do it anymore. And look at the damage. That is a Kepri. And his last stand, pop, doesn't matter either, because you bypass all 100% resistance. That Skyros ball there would have a hard time with me right now if I wasn't reloading. That reload came in at the most terrible time ever, but it's only 7 seconds because it's the new ultimate Punisher. Yeah, so let's go and rip that Demeter apart, and then also the Skyros ball afterwards. When has it been the last time that you have seen Punishers just shredding everything how they, what they should be? I mean, look, we have multiple opponents in front of me. I'm activating a very short reload of 7 seconds. Again, that's a really okay reload for those weapons, because they fire for a while. And then look at the Skyros. He's got no chance. And there is the Scorpion here. Pop. No, wait, was a Strider, I think. He's gone. And dude, I don't know, man. This is insane. Like, things just fall over and die immediately. These Punishers are awesome. It's so much fun to use them, and I wish that the regular Punishers, although they don't have the resistance breaking effect, at least would get the reload too, the 7 seconds. It's really kind of a have to, in my opinion. But yeah, let's jump on the Skyros and see what we can do with him. Look at this. He's just going down like nothing. It's just like he's not really a problem at all. And then we're dropping whatever this is over in the distance there. We do have all pilot skills for the Punisher, by the way. We have the increased acceleration speed of 82%, faster getting to the highest fire rate. For those who do not know, basically the Punisher begins to fire. If I slow it down, that's what the Punisher does. And it also the Molots and Tempest and so on, right? But that fire rate accelerates to its maximum fire rate 82% faster with the pilot skill fully maxed in a legendary state. And we also have the pilot skill for shot grouping. So the Punisher doesn't miss as many shots to spreading of the bullets. It is more narrow and it hits its target better with the maximum pilot skills we have here. And maybe that is also a big reason why this Punisher performs like this. I can actually go in a short-range brawl with an Arthur and be confident about having enough firepower to drop that damn thing, because we break his resistance. So he may still have a lot of health, he may still have a powerful physical shield, but all projectile weapons in War Robots deal double damage versus physical shields. That includes cannons, machine guns, auto cannons, anything that has bullets and physical projectiles. I think also Reapers and Volt and Gauss, I think too. They all do double damage versus physical shields. And such, so I can even break through the physical shield of the Arthur very quickly and then drop the whole thing afterwards. And look how I'm just confident to jump into the enemy base with Punishers. Let me tell you, with normal Punishers I would never even consider that, because I know I spend half my time there reloading. With those ultimate Punishers, I can do it because the reload is short enough and the damage output is good enough, and also the resistance breaking effect is nuts. We had meanwhile 1.2 million HP or so, and look how everything just dies. That was another Kepri. Meanwhile, we have fully boosted nuclear amp stacks, and also the other amplifiers are reaching their maximum stack amount at some point. I can't even see where they are right now, but you see we have immunity to freeze, we have immunity to lockdown, and I think we have also immunities to suppression because of the immune amplifier, right? If you've just taken enough damage, at some point you're gonna do that with the Invader, especially since you get your health back all the time with the Kestrel drone and the double durability extenders on the battleships and such. And yeah, you take so much damage that eventually all those immunities are kicking in, and you can no longer be locked, not suppressed, nothing. right? I'm not sure EMP may still be possible, and of course the nuke could still lift you, but I'm in the enemy base, surrounded by multiple Titans, and I can't be taken down. And I will do damage with my Punishers that are basically equivalent to Titan weapon damage too. Look at this, that's a second Titan, and here comes the next guy. Everything just dies. I look at them, they die. This is so insane, man. The short reload is so fun on the Punisher, and man, please, Pixonic, give that regular Punishers also a shorter reload. Clearly those weapons need it, right? And clearly they don't overperform with a shorter reload. But yeah, so look at this guy with his angler here. Taking so much damage, his physical shield is broken very quickly, and then it's death time for him. And I wish there would be more enemies to fight. I wish the game wouldn't be over here, because I only did 9.2 million damage and 17 kills. Isn't that ridiculous, ladies and gents? Let's hop into the next match. As usual, you get a nice compilation with action montage for you here. And also, if you like this kind of stuff, then consider subscribing to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am trying to get back up to 2 million views with War Robots. I am not sure if we can do it, but I'm trying to do whatever I can on my end to make it happen. Producing the best videos I can. Every day a video, every day a short video too. And, you know, I'm doing whatever I can to see how much potential is in War Robots still at this point in time. And right now I can tell you we are at around 1.6 million views per month. But we have just begun really packing all the power into the videos again. So I think 2 million might be possible, but for that I would need you guys to come back for the next videos too. Subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and I keep you posted and updated about our development with the views. Let's see where we can get. Let's see how much power War Robot still has, okay? Because I know we've lost a lot over the years. We used to be at 6 million, can you believe it? But that's never gonna happen again. But I think 2 million, maybe even a little more, I think it's possible. So look at this. I jump sideways to dodge at least half the firepower of that Crisis Robot. He runs insanely fast. I'm not sure how this guy is this freaking fast. It's a little bit surprising. But maybe he's got some certain pilot skills, all for maximum speed or something. And also our team was controlling 3 beacons. Maybe he's got that pilot skill too, where when the enemy controls 3 beacons, he gets faster, right? Could be. Anyways, we're now jumping into the enemy base. The Crisis Robot unfortunately ignores me. I wanted to take him down, but he doesn't actually fire at me, so I can't do it. I don't have quantum radar on this Invader. I am reloading for a moment. And I'm always eyeballing the Skyros, hoping he's gonna drop his act, his stealth. Look at that Skyros ball just shooting by. What the heck was that? Oh, you're not gonna run away from me, sir. No, you're not. I'm not gonna let you escape. Forget it. Bam! There you go. I saw he dropped his stealth. That was all I needed. But now I think I'm in a bit of a trouble spot here. I've got this Indra in front and behind me with his heavy Titan weapons. I've got the Skyros ball on me, and another Indra appears out of thin air, and oh man, this is a little bit too much. Alright, so I guess that's it for that sequence. Let's hop into the next. Okay, capturing the beacon, already starting at over 700,000 HP. Now here's the thing, that Skyros ball did not take damage in his resistance, right? So it seems like when the Skyros has the legendary pilot that makes his resistance unmitigatable, that also includes the Punisher resistance breaking effect. So you can no longer break through his hiccup time. Hold on. I think if you say that you're about to, sneeze, sorry. I think if you say that you're about to sneeze, then you don't have to sneeze. Isn't that funny? I was so ready for it, and I said it, and suddenly it was gone. Anyways, let's keep going. Here's a little Kepri in front of us. Let's prevent his beacon cap and then show him what T-Punishers can do when they just have the words ultimate in them. And boom! There he goes. That's a shell robot. His physical shield won't last very long against the projectiles that, as I told you, deal double damage. He gets killed so quick, in fact, he doesn't even get to explode anymore. And even if he did, he would not really have done any damage on that Invader. things that do a lot of damage are the Indra Lasso, because the Indra Lasso actually deals percentage-based damage off of the maximum health of that robot. That's why I've been told I should try the Indra in the PvE mode against the Bastion boss, because this guy has so many millions of hit points that the, I don't know, 15% damage or so, or 12% that the Indra Lasso does is basically like a huge amount. It's like millions of damage done with one Indra Lasso because it's simply percentage based. And I don't think any other weapon effect in the game that does that. I think that the explosion effect, the explometer or explode bomb effect from bomb effect weapons also only do a fixed amount. I don't think they do percentage based explosion hit point damage. And I think the only weapon in the game really is that Indra Lasso that has a fixed percentage damage done depending on the maximum health amount of your enemy. And so the more health it has, the more damage you do, and that's why the Invader actually takes decent amount of damage from that Invader, from that Indra Lasso. But everything else pretty much doesn't do damage, especially once all these immune amplifiers and repair amplifiers and so on kicked in, because that's just nuts. Also, we should probably say that the nuclear amplifier that we have on our robots, once it reaches its maximum stack amount of 95 stacks, it also gives you, I think, 20 or 25% resistance breaking effect too. Now, I'm not sure exactly how this adds up to other resistance breaking effects. For example, if you're running Volt Gauss or you're running T-Punishers in ultimate form, or whatever, other things that break, like you're shooting the Hawk laser beam that has a resistance breaking effect. I'm not sure exactly how these numbers add up with the other resistance breaking effects. I don't think there is any way to really know. I'm not even sure if Pixonic could answer this question at that point, because it is such a cryptic calculation going on behind the scenes of which effect comes in first, which effect comes then, and how does the next effect negate the other one, and so on. You know, it's insane. And also that, by the way, I think is kind of the reason also we have lags in the game, is because I think that the server simply has to calculate too much. I mean, just look at all these bullets. We're firing like 100 bullets per second with these 3 Punishers. The server has to calculate every bullet going somewhere, right? And does it connect with the enemy? Does it pass the enemy? Or whatever. With its spread, and then it hits, right? But the enemy has resistance, so we're we're doing reduced damage, but we have resistance breaking effect, so we're adding it back up. Then we have increased damage. He has pilot skills that reduce resistance, modules, whatever. You know, there's probably like an endless amount of calculation just for a single bullet going on. And I think that may be the reason why we have lags in Warlords. I don't know. You know, I'm not a game designer, I don't know that. But I feel like the lags have gotten worse and worse over the years with more and more calculations and resistance and suppression and all this stuff coming in and basically tasking the server to calculate too much stuff. I feel like it got worse and worse with the more effects that came in. And so maybe when I say, hey, Pixonic, you need to do something about those lags, maybe it's not even possible at this point anymore. Maybe it's literally impossible to fix all that lag unless you somehow go back to a version of the game where the only effects or damage you had was like what was it called? No, not nuclear amplifier. You know, the normal damage boosting module, that was basically the only thing we had. There were no pilots back then, and originally there wasn't even passive modules, right? But then there's the first passive modules where you had like plus 12% more damage or so. And that was like all the effects you had there. And, you know, I think maybe if you got back to this, maybe this is something that we could test in a skirmish. If there was like a skirmish that only runs basic gear without any of this newer stuff, only the basic weapons of a robot and its basic main ability, and that's it, maybe the game would not lag at all. You know, it's possible. I have to look at this. Next time we have a skirmish with like more basic stuff, I'm gonna take a look at this and see how the lags go. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've been successfully able to show you the immense power that an Invader has, an Ultimate Invader, with the Ultimate Punishers. The biggest difference here makes the Ultimate Punishers. It's not the fact that it's an Ultimate Invader. The Ultimate Invader is better than the regular one. It brings more health, of course, and it has, I think, a shorter cooldown also on the jump. But that's not really the big deal. The weapons make the big difference here. I would argue that pretty much everything I've shown you here I could have done with a regular Invader too. Just minus a few percentage of performance, maybe minus 20%. But, you know, I definitely wouldn't be able to do any of what I've shown you in this video with the regular normal Punishers. That would have been out of the question. Because those things are just this much better. And I'm glad they are. Still, I hate the fact that there is such a thing as Ultimate, because it shows me that Pixonic understands these weapons are horrible and they need to change and need to be buffed. But at the same time, they don't want to make weapons better that you already have obtained and already have leveled. No, instead they want to redo them and sell them to you again, so you start from scratch. It's not cool, man, seriously. But anyways, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one. Manni signing off. Bye-bye.